Okay, two things. One, saying my name and then having me stand there for a minute and a half, super awkward. Two, when I told my 20-year-old, 18-year-old, 19-year-old college freshman who we just dropped off at the train station, if she had any advice for me, she said, you might want to have Golden Globes music queued up because I have the gift of gab and can tend to talk a little bit long. So I'll try to keep this quippy. But my name is Brad Stansberry. We've been going to this church for 10 years. Been trying to follow the Lord for longer than that. I have 4 kids. One of them was here, but I think Grab is back in the corner. Claire dropped one off at the train station this morning. My wife of 28 years, Catherine, is here. Lovely wife. If you don't know her, you should, because she's pretty awesome. I'm going to go back to 1995, April 25th of 1995, which is probably before a lot of you were born. I was a junior in college, and it's actually junior in college. That's the first time the Lord kind of grabbed a hold of me, and I realized that I was tiny and the Lord is infinite. And so I started trying to follow the Lord at that point. I'm going to fast forward to 2000. I was a few years into my career. Things were going really well. Was moving up and getting accolades and those kind of things, but I wasn't satisfied. I wanted something more, and so I decided I was going to go back and get an MBA. And if I was going to do that, I was going to apply to some of the top schools in the country. And so I shared that idea with some friends of mine, and they had great response, and talked to some alumni, and they had great response and did really well on the entrance exam and got really great recommendations. So I thought that this is what the Lord had for me. This is the path that he was leading me down. And I sent 5 applications in, and a few months later, the responses came back of no, 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 and no. And that was pretty hard for me. I had one of the kind of tiny ways that the Lord showed up in that is that he revealed to me that I had a bit of my identity wrapped up in who I was as a professional and what I thought I was going to accomplish. Rather than seeing that as a sign from the Lord of maybe this is what I wouldn't have for you, I went and got some feedback from a few of these schools. They offered the opportunity to kind of have a conversation with them, give you an idea of what your application looked like. And I had the same conversation 3 times. It was, your application is great. Your essay around why you wanted to go wasn't very compelling. So again, rather than listening maybe to the Lord, what the Lord was trying to show me, I thought, I can write a compelling essay. And so I the next year came around, I wrote a compelling essay, applied to 3 schools this time. A few months later, no, no, and no. So I was like the Buffalo Bills of MBA. That was for Jonathan and Jackie. I saw them out there. There you go. I was thinking about that for a long time. Hopefully this is the year. No, but that was really hard for me. And the Lord taught me 2 lessons in that, is that the Lord works in ways that we don't understand, and works in ways even when we think that he's drawing us down a certain path, he might close a door. 2 verses came to my mind in that regard. One was Isaiah 55:8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, and your ways are not my ways, declares the Lord. The second one was Romans 8:28. We know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. So we might not know why God is doing something. We might not see how he's moving. It might be a long time before he reveals that to us, but we can know that he's working for our good. If you love the Lord, he's working for your good, and you can rest in that. And that you might not see it, maybe for a long time. And the second thing was a lesson he started teaching me then, and he's taught me for the 24 years since then, is my identity is not in who I am as a professional. It's not in what I accomplish. It's not in what title I have. It's not in how much money I make. It's not in how much influence I have. It's that I'm a son of the Most High King, that I'm his creation. And that gives me so much more value, in each of us, so much more value than you can possibly have in anything of this world, whether it's profession or a marriage or a relationship or an organization or anything that we idolize, we put our own stock in or get identity from. Anything that's not from the Lord is an idol, and I tell you to put it away. And God has continued to show me that again. Showed that to me in 2000 and 2001. He's continued to show it to me over the coming 25 years. And that's what I know.